gangs, New York City, Latin kings, drug trafficking, life. Let me tell you, this is a real learning experience, not only for me, but it can be for other people that may be out there and want to continuously be living the life of crime. Now, I'm no angel, right? But I'm a little far removed from the everyday activities of gang banging, selling drugs, selling guns. Here's how I always say videos, YouTube, content creation saved my life. It's done it again. Apparently, on Tuesday, the FBI decides that they want to wake up that morning and arrest a few members of the almighty Latin King and Queen Nation here in New York City. One of those guys being someone that I know, there's a friend of mine's, because I'm not going to deny our friendship and my involvement with him, right? But my involvement with him is that one of a positive situation. I was trying to actually reach out to this brother and help him and tell him, like, yo, Mongo, there's a better way. But every time we met up, it was like, yo, boy, and I could be funny, I could be violent, and we got to be real with what it is. And I'm around dudes that are repping the streets and believe in just street code and all that, with respects to him, because I still happen to think he's an awesome fella. Now, one of the things that puzzled me about the investigation, and when I'm reading it, and I'm going to show you right now, is that they stated that this was a multi-million-dollar or $1 million drug ring, and that these guys are the worst of the worst drug traffickers in the times, like in the world. Like, my dude, are you bugging? I'm looking at dudes that I see on the daily basis. Well, to be honest, I haven't been around the block or that area in about a few weeks, if that, right? But Tuesday was the day that I was going. And here's where it got tricky. I walked by my studio and someone told me, yo, make sure you make that video for Tech for Rec, which is my tech channel, TEK, the number 4 and REK, where I show people how to grow and the things that you can get that work that I've been using for years on my shows. So I stopped to make that video. And this is where I say that videos, content creation, could save your life if you live where it's at and you like that and you trying to hit the streets and get paper or whatever you trying to do. But I know that day I didn't go to the feds. And every time it plays in my head, I had a friend, a Latin King member. He went to see some other Latin Kings in Manhattan. They were getting raided by this big operation type crown situation. Helicopters, all that, landing in Harlem. Don't move, we got the place surrounded. Yo, tung, tung, tung. Some GTA type of situation, right? He gets wrapped up. An innocent dude. He just went to say, what's up, my brother, right? To people that were involved or are involved in what he believes in his heart. 60 years, blessed. With people saying, yo, he had nothing to do with that, they're like, well, you got to do that in an appeal and all that. By the time you get that appeal, you got super gray hairs. But anyway, let's get to this situation, what happened in Jamaica, Southside, Queens, with the Latin Kings and Mongo. And let me tell you, looks are deceiving. Look at these guys. Now, they make this sound so brutal. And I get it. It's bad, but it says on Tuesday, right? A group reportedly operated in and around Kings Park in Jamaica within the confines of the NYPD's 103rd Precinct. The Queens District Attorney's Office, in collaboration with the NYPD, conducted a series of wiretaps, which led to dozens of undercover purchases of cocaine, ecstasy, and guns by the NYPD detectives. It was moved over just to make sure that you guys can see everything that I'm about to show you, because it was behind me for some apparent reason. But it says 3 Queens residents, Junior Escobar, 20, and Juan Escobar, 18, and Emmanuel Gomez, 43, who live on 161st Street in Jamaica. Now, anybody that knows me for making video content, I'm always saying, I'm on 161. Pop out. Go ask for me over there. There's no kings. Go to 161. What are you talking about? You're not outside, so you wouldn't know this. That's a block where I always tell you the Bloods, the Kings, we outside with it. I be screaming out, right? Respectfully, because I'm a YouTuber, right? I'm just joking when I say that. I'm not there. That's my cousin. So anyway, have been arrested and face a series of drugs and gun charges after police were granted a search warrant of their homes. Bro, I could imagine that lady, how depressed them people are. So that's the building where I normally take pictures at, and I was show it, even on my PayPal, on all my platforms, I'm in pictures there on the stairs, pop, because I used to sleep in that building. Facts, on God. So, and I'm not in somebody's house, in the hallway, bro. Like, thinking we're going to miss something, and this is how crazy life is in your brain. Like, bro, nah, the custodies are going to come at 6. Homie, we got to be here, right? Like, it's 4 already. You might as well just stay here. Sick way of thinking. But anyway, the alleged leader of the gang related organization, right? Escobar, 33, who is also known as King Mongo, comes from 49th Street in Brooklyn, Sunset Park. For some apparent reason, I'm always screaming out, Sunset, Gunset. You already know. So shout out to the whole 49th Street, Papa, Pelu, Landy, everybody from 49th Street, Keg. You already know what it is. Ooh, we on TV. Nah, I'm just joking. You know how people be like, oh, y'all like to give a shout out to my cousin Michael. Nah, yo. So anyway, I get crazy, bro, with the videos. My bad, bro. But we in the building. We trying to get serious. Hey, line up. Chill, bro. Do the news. According to Cats, excuse me, Federalo, why the hell is your name Cats? Because you're moving like a cat out here, boy. Law enforcement officers seized 2 9mm firearms, 1 stolen 357 Magnum revolver, and 140 caliber firearm. More than 3 pounds of cocaine. Yo, bro, which one of y'all had 3 pounds, boy? Yo, you had 3 pounds and I didn't know about it? Boy! Bro, stop it, officers. Y'all playing. Check it out. 3 pounds of cocaine, over 1 pound of fatty, 1.5 pounds of mushrooms. Bro, Joe Rogan out this bitch. You heard? And oxycodone pills, Xanax in the hundreds. Wow. One car and more than $67,000 in cash, officials said. Homie, who had who had $67,000, bro? I didn't know. I would have took that, boy. Yo, who had that, B? And I didn't know about it. Nah, yo, here's the thing, bro. I'm making some humor out of a bad situation, but it's definitely not funny. I want you to understand these are, just because a person sells drugs doesn't mean he's a bad dude, right? And I'm not glorifying it or whatever. I mean, they could have been starving, need money for whatever their situation is. And I know that could sound weird. I don't glorify the selling of narcotics or drug substances. I understand that it's a serious thing and that a lot of people die off of it, but I know a lot of these dudes, like I see them in traffic too, right? But I don't know these dudes that sell the guns. I don't know them. But anyway, Mongo is a good dude, bro, and that's all I'm saying. The rest of the dudes there, I know one dude, but this is how things change so quick, because I'm telling my dude, I'm hitting him on Instagram, and I'm like, yo, bro, where these dudes come from? Because I don't know, son. I never seen son and the other son and the other. But here's the thing. We go to the block. They could be over there and just doing dumb a few blocks down, and you don't know what's up. You get it? Right there in your own face, in your own neighborhood. And I just tell you that as a learning experience, to be aware is to be alive. And a lot of them I don't know. And I'm like, where did these dudes come from? And it goes to show you how in a matter of days, things could change around you and you don't even notice it because you're too busy doing whatever you're doing. Well, anyway, the FBI states that there's a multi-million-dollar drug ring being run by King Mongo. Now, the Mongo that I know was a cool dude, charismatic dude with us, right? But I was trying to hit him up and tell him like, yo, bro, let's make videos. Let's do this. Let's do that, right? The little times that I did get to speak to him. And I even reached out to a few people like, yo, have you seen Mongo? And then when I come to see him, he's on the news. It's a sad situation. But on Tuesday morning when I woke up, I said to myself, I'm going to go to the block today. Because we don't think that way, that today's the day you're going to get locked up or get caught up with other people with something you have nothing to do with. Like, you're not getting no bread from that. I'm not getting no bread from that. And I know numerous of people this happened to. And I said the story on my channel here in one of the videos where a friend of mine's, another Latin King dude, got arrested by going to see people in Manhattan that he just had met. And he was sitting up on the island and blew trial, I hear, to 60 years. And everyone's saying he had nothing to do with it. And they're like, well, you need to take care of that on an appeal. Now, that could take forever. Mongo here is stated in the news that he's facing up to 150 years for his involvement as being the ringleader to this drug trafficking organization. Now, drug trafficking, they'll charge you with that immediately, just going from Long Island to New York and driving around in your little hoopty thinking you're the man, right? And with respects to Mongo, I say to myself, who are these dudes? Because I never seen these people, right? Some of them. And a lot of them I did from the block, the building. That's the building that I'm always screaming out, yo, pull up. I'm on 161. I'm there every day, right? And it just goes to show you how looks are deceiving. If you was to see any of these men out in the street, you would think like, oh, this guy, he looks like a little humble kid, right? But like I say, looks are deceiving. I even made a joke with someone and I'm like, bro, these dudes look like nietas, respectfully, right? And he was like, you wrong. But it's a joke. And I know that a lot of people don't have a sense of humor. Well, try to buy one, Joey, because you're on a show. With that being said, the FBI state that they found numerous of four. And here's what the FBI say alerted them or brung them towards these people was the violence. And I keep telling people, right, time and time again, we don't condone you hustling, but once you, or you can finish him, they coming. Because now you putting, like, we let you make bread. Now you putting your hands on people, buddy. But I don't think that they should be able to make these things happen. Like, keep reeing up, keep making sales to you, making the case bigger, 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 bigger. We know it's entrapment, but it's wrong because a lot of these people probably wouldn't keep hustling in the street if they didn't think that all this money was coming in. Meanwhile, you're a cop. So they say that there's a few more that are on the run. The guy that was selling the guns, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't me. I'm always saying I'm on 161, but this wasn't me. Now, content creation, how it saved my life during this case here, to me, that day I was going out to the block. But I passed by my content creation room and something told me, nah, make that video. Make that video before you go. And guess what I did? Right, I started making that video. So when you in gangs, Latin Kings, whatever you want to call it, there's not supposed to be a gang. If you want to label yourself a gang member, that's on you. But when you label yourself a gang member, you start doing gang things. But one thing is for sure and two things is for certain. That this right here, this steering wheel, I put this, mounted this to my setup, my PC, content creation, making content, even in the gaming content. We make all types of content on this channel and my other channels. My tech channel, if you're trying to grow your platform, the link's under the description to this video right here. and I show you what you could get that works. There's a bang for your buck, so you don't get robbed by companies, right? So this right here, making videos for you guys and all that, saved my life. And if I could show another brother that came out of prison a better way and how you can make $1, and it's a sure dollar, like you're not gonna get arrested for it unless you start conning people or robbing people on the internet, then I'm all for it. But you gotta want it too. I can't want it more for you than yourself. You get it? It's just a sad situation to see young men go to prison on numerous occasions, because that was me with over 25 arrests and 19 convictions. But let me tell you what happened. That's it. But people got to get locked up in order for the government to keep moving, right? I just think it's sad that the DA, the more arrests or the more convictions they have, the more they move up in status, whether it's a lie or not. I'm gonna do everything in my power to convict you, whether you're innocent or not, so I could keep getting rewarded for it. So it's bad in life. We reward bad behaviors, kind of sort of like the algorithm. But it for sure did save my life, because that day I didn't go to the block. And you don't got to be involved in every activity to get caught up. You're there, they raid it, you're in that apartment, you're going too. And I be in that building. I used to sleep in that building thinking I'm going to miss something, or I'm going to miss the custodies at 6 in the morning. Hold up, it's 4. We might as well stay, bro. We got 2 more hours. And that day, I came in here and I made a video. And that's why I be saying that content creation could save your life if you let it. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out. You tell me. I'll take this any day over going where they going. Facts. For the next 100 years or so. Hopefully not, right? Because when we know people personally, we know that, he's not that bad of a dude, my guy. I know people that are worse that you left behind in that area and all that. Like, where you locked them up? But I get it. I don't know.